Satyam Vada Dharmachara, Satyamev Jayate. Good afternoon, friends. Welcome today news desk on income tax, GST, and corporate law. Let's start from the income tax. Bombay High Court, no concealment penalty as assessee didn't suppress tax if he offered only part of the sale consideration to tax. In this case, where assessee sold a plot of land and received sale consideration in 3 installments and during relevant assessment year, assessee offered to tax only amount of the consideration which was received during previous year. Since assessee had declared full facts of and sale agreement at first stance and assessee had never suppressed any material fact from revenue, no penalty under section 271 subsection 1c could be levied upon assessee for not furnishing entire sale consideration received by it on sale of the plot of land during relevant assessment year. Next case, Cochin Tribunal in a case held that narration used in loan extracts in audit report not final proof to hold that loan wasn't agricultural in nature. ITAT. In this case, tribunal held that where the assessing officer denied assessee's claim of deduction under section 80P for reason that assessee was essentially doing business of banking and disbursement of agricultural loans by it was only minuscule as per narration in loan extract in audit reports. Since narration in loan extract in audit report by itself may not be conclusive to prove whether loan was agricultural or non-agricultural, assessing officer was to be directed to examine a fresh nature of each loan disbursement. Let's cover news from the transfer pricing. Gujarat High Court, internal cup method applied, not applicable if intra-associated enterprises transaction were difference in the character under economic circumstances. In this case, held that the where assessee engaged in the manufacturing of chemicals had sold his side product to the associated enterprises and non-associated enterprise and applied transactional net margin method to benchmark said transaction, but the transfer pricing officer relying upon the internal comparable and control pricing method made addition to the assessee arm length price in respect of the various products sold to the associated enterprise. Since intra-associated enterprise transaction were fundamentally different character in economic circumstances and contextual terms, and this cannot be compared with the independent transaction entered into by assessee. Transactional net margin method applied by the assessee was correct method and application of the comparable and control pricing method was not justified. Let's cover news from the GST. Advanced Appellate Tribunal, Karnataka, facilitating sale of the product of the overseas companies to customers in India is a service rendered as intermediaries. In this ruling, where application was appointed as applicant was appointed a regional sales manager by the overseas company engaged in the business of the manufacturing and selling various categories of the distribution, transformer components and accessories. Since appellant facilitates sale of the product of the overseas companies by undertaking sales presentation to prospective customers in Middle East and India, and appellant is not supplying such goods on its own account, service of the sales presentation is classifiable as other professional, technical and business services under service code 9983, and same is being rendered as a intermediary service as defined under section 2 clause 13 of the IGST Act and taxable at the 18% GST rate. In this case, Rajendra Santosh in 2019 AAR Karnataka ruling is affirmed. Another news, GST portal updated on the 5th September 2020. GSTN portal update. Auto drafted PDF statement of outward supply will now be available to facilitate filing of the GSTR 3B. A statement in PDF format will be available to taxpayer on their GSTR 3B dashboard generated from monthly GSTR 1 filed by them from tax period of the August 20 onwards. Table 3 of the form GSTR 3B will be auto drafted on the basis of the values reported in GSTR 1. This facility is provided to all taxpayers registered as a normal taxpayer, SAGE developer, SAGE unit, and casual taxpayer. Later on, this facility will be extended for quarterly GSTR 1 filer. This is a great news. First, you file GSTR 1, and after filing of GSTR 1, your details for the GSTR 3B are already prepared in PDF format. Later, this facility is extended to the quarterly filers of the GSTR 1. Next, Madhya Pradesh High Court commission agent to be granted bail as partner of firm accused for the GST evasion were released on bail. Madhya Pradesh High Court, where the co-accused partner of the firm of the petitioner for offense of evasion of the GST were granted bail since petitioner was neither partner nor in any way connected with said firm. Case for granting bail to petitioner was made out. Another case by Madhya Pradesh High Court, anticipatory bail application of assessee allowed considering the statement recorded and evidence on record. In this case, fact of particular case are paramount consideration for granting or refusing protection of a pre-arrest bail. Hence, in view of the careful consideration of statements recorded under Section 70 and evidence on record, anticipatory bail application of petitioner was to be allowed. AAR Kerala Institute providing coaching services to CA, ICWA, CMA. A student does not qualify as educational institution. In this case, where SSC was an institute imparting education to the student to facilitate them in obtaining qualification like chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary, certified management accountant, etc. Education program and training offered by SSC was not covered under the definition of educational institution in para 2 by of notification 12/2017 central tax dated 28 June 2017 notification, and hence service provided by the applicant was not exempted from the GST and same would came under the service accounting code 9992 oblique 999293 commercial training and coaching services. AAR Karnataka AAR uphold the other order of the AAR that Pattadar passbook cum title deed is classified under heading 4820. Pattadar passbook cum title deed is a document containing details of the land owned by a person. It is classifiable under the heading number 4820 and not under heading number 4907. In this case, Manipal Technology Limited, 2019, AAR Karnataka, case ruling is affirmed. Another custom excise and service tax appellant tribunal held in a case of a measure Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited. In this case, unutilized credit of the cesses of the erstwhile tax law eligible for refund under the GST regime. In this case, the state held that appellant is eligible for the cash refund of the cesses laying an as Senway credit balance as on 13th June 2017. There is no provision in the newly enacted law that such credit would lapse. Thus, merely by a sudden change of legislation, the appellant could not be put in a position to lose this valuable right. Let's cover news from the competition law. CCI closes cases of price parallelism in tender floated by the BPCL for procuring LPG cylinders. In this case, where there was allegation of the cartelization by manufacturer of 14.2 kg of LPG cylinder in response to e-tender floated by the BPCL, and there was a finding of a price parallelism by some of the parties in investigation report. Case was to be closed considering nature of the market as disclosed in the Rajasthan Cylinder and Container Limited versus Union of India, held in the Supreme Court. SEBI issued circular on 7th September. SEBI fixes March 31st, 2021 as a cutoff for re-lodgement of the transfer deeds. SEBI wide press release 12/2019 dated 27th March 19 classified that the transfer deed lodged prior to the deadline of the April 1st, 2019 and rejected return due to deficiency in the document may be relodged with the requisite document. Now the SEBI has fixed the March 31st, 2021 as the cutoff date for the relodgement of the transfer deed. Further, SEBI classified that shares relodged for transfer shall henceforth be issued only in demat mode. Thank you, friends. Thank you for watching news days on the income tax, GST, and corporate law. And today we are cover competition law and SEBI, and trying to cover all other allied laws so that all law, including company law, is consolidated at one place on the daily basis. Please share them among the professional colleagues and students so that they can get updates on the regular basis. Thank you so much.